should have done that with Andy.
I wanted to do it with Woody, but Woody's talking about the Guardians playing the Commanders. I figured I might not be getting them at the right time there. But whatever. Bill mentioned, we were talking to Andy Leach in the Rock Hall about the things that you see at the live event that you might not see. They have to chop everything way down, so you'll see everything, but in condensed form that you might not see if you watch the rebroadcast on HBO. Is like Dave Chappelle hanging out on the side of the stage or whatever. He's in town for All-Star Weekend and doing a show at the State Theater. Never one to come into town and not work some things out a little bit, because why would you? He's doing a show at the State Theater on February the 19th. Now, I don't know that it's a coincidence that a day after I announce we're going to be doing this show live on the 18th from Public Auditorium for the NBA crossover event. Does Dave Chappelle announce that he's now got to do a special Cleveland show downtown the next night? I'm going to chalk that up to probably 1,000% coincidence.
No, you don't think he's snubbing you?
I think he's listening to the show and he's like, well, I'll come in on Friday, go to the crossover event, meet Alan Cox, and then since I'll already be in town, I'll do some comedy the next night to cover my flight.
Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. Wouldn't that be great if that happened? I would be required contractually to call him Dave Attell the whole time. But it would be so fun if he was just walking around. He's not a guy you can get to, though.
He is, though.
He'd have people around him. I mean, fans would be mobbing him. I wouldn't just go, hey, look, Dave, come on over and chat. We'd be surrounded by people who wanted to talk to him.
Well, of course.
Logistically, it just wouldn't work.
But he's also kind of a guy, and I think that's why he likes being in Yellow Springs, because he can just wander around that town and nobody really bothers him.
Well, there he can. Public auditorium, he cannot.
He'd be swarmed. Yeah.
So anyway, Dave Chappelle, these tickets will go on sale this Friday at 10 o'clock, at which point they will probably be sold out 5 minutes later.
Can we give him an open invite to stop by?
Yes.
He's going to be in town on Friday.
There you go. We need a Yellow Springs bureau chief, field agent, whatever you want to call them.
And Dave, if you need an opener, let me know.
Bill Squire can do it. You know why he can do it, Mary?
Because he won't be with Dave Attell like I will.
Because he's a professional comedian, that's why.
Well, I might not be able to do it because I might have to be at the All-Star stuff. So we'll see.
And there we find ourselves in kind of a time cop situation. Can Dave Attell and Dave Chappelle be in the same room at the same time? I've seen photos to that effect.
We'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the home of the Foxtrot Museum.
The home of the Fox Island Nature Preserve. I ever told you that summer that they had woodchucks eating the toilet seats? Oh my gosh, did they have a hard time with that?
Big deal.
See, the woodchucks there at the Fox Island Nature Preserve in Fort Wayne, in the summertime, when people have to use the porta-johns or whatever, and people get all hot and sweaty, and they would sit down on these toilet seats that were made of wood, and the salt from their sweaty asses would get in to the toilet seat, and the groundhogs just eat them up.
Maybe that's why they're dying.
I think they finally switched to plastic. You'd think that would have been the way to do it, but they kept, as fast as they replace them, groundhogs eat them up.
Super gross.
Was it groundhogs or woodchucks?
Same thing.
Are they?
They're both in the rodent family?
Aren't they the same thing, though?
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
I don't
think they are.
Anyway.
No idea.
Groundhogs. Eating these
Beavers have a flat tail.
Toilet seats. Right, and a platypus looks like a duck beaver.
Right.
But the Fox Island Nature Preserve, and by the way, I know everybody wants to break my balls, because that's the one singular fact I'll give you about Fort Wayne, because all the other ones, way too depressing.
They are the same thing, by the way.
But if you go to Fort Wayne and do not send me a photo from the Fox Island Nature Preserve, I will take it as a personal affront.
What if it's too snowy? And I can't leave
Mary,
my hotel.
Too snowy in February in the Midwest. Please.
I'm just worried.
Please.
That's all.
How
I have to
likely...
save myself for the performances. I can't be out gallivanting all day. I need to conserve my energy. They conserve foxes. I conserve energy.
You're going to love this. There's very little gallivanting to be had in the greater Fort Wayne area. And we do have bureau chiefs there in Fort Wayne, Indiana. But if you don't send me a photo of you standing there at that Fox Island Nature Preserve or holding a groundhog with a toilet seat in its mouth. I would prefer that.
Can I hold the toilet seat with the groundhog attached?
You can hold whatever you want.
Just don't drop it and kill it like de Blasio did.
That's right. I think, by the way, that Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I think I'm remembering this properly, I think Fort Wayne, Indiana has like the most schools per capita. It's like the biggest public school district in the entire state of Indiana is in Fort Wayne. For a city that's not massive, they have a ton of schools.
I haven't been there in years.
That's a lot of CRT to pretend to be banning.
I think, it's probably been at least 4 or 5 years since I've been there. So I don't know about their public schools.
Well, you'll find out.
Yeah, that I will. Based on how well people get these jokes, we'll learn about those public school systems.
But you can't make you guys must be a product of the public school system here in Fort Wayne, because every single person will go, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But they do have the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, too.
Amen, Mary.
Which is gorgeous.
That's where she got knocked up?
Huh?
She got knocked up in
Fort Wayne? She didn't get knocked up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Her groundhog got a toilet seat in it. That's how they described it back then.
Chewing on wood.
Mm-hmm. The Fort Wayne Zoo is a fine place to visit as well. All I'm saying is,
plenty to do.
If you felt compelled to gallivant, I think that you could. Now, fortunately, you're going to be there on a Friday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's the day that a lot of people are going to be getting their garbage and recycling collected. It's got nothing to do with anything. But I don't know, whatever. So Mary will be in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We will be downtown at Public Auditorium on Friday the 18th doing the show live for the NBA crossover event. Sponsored by Nissan for All-Star Weekend. And that next night, because the All-Star game is on Sunday. That's Sunday, correct? So the Chappelle Show would be All-Star Game Eve.
Yeah,
on
that's
the 19th.
All-Star Saturday night when they have the dunk contest, the skills
contest. There you go.
The three-point contest, which is a lot of fun.
The dribbling contest?
Yeah, kind of. That's the skills contest.
Dribbling and drabbling.
Layup contest?
There's layups in the skills contest.
The boxing out contest? These are all the basketball terms I know.
That's the basketball term you know is boxing out?
Box out, yeah. You yell that at defense, I think.
Oh.
Right?
I just hold up a letter D in a fence, Mary, is how I do it.
What, Bill?
Well, it's you box out when someone shoots so that you can get the rebound.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Is it?
You put your butt on them. That's what boxing out is. You stick your butt out so they're further away from the hoop.
Yeah,
It's physics. It's physics.
Okay.
It's physics. All right. Well, there you go. Alan, where is Contented Linda Grace from? Have I ever told you guys about Contented Linda Grace?
You got through the nature preserve. We ain't going there.
Oh.
I don't care about that heifer.
No, you're thinking of Wakarusa, Indiana.
Ugh.
Not Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Man, so many prized, not cattle, but
livestock in general?
Livestock. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's the word I needed.
That's all right. No, not Fort Wayne, Wakarusa. You're talking about 90 minutes in between the two. Now, if Mary wanted to go see
she doesn't.
The memorial for Contented Linda Grace, you'd want to go about 90 minutes northwest of downtown Fort Wayne into Wakarusa, Indiana. And then you'd want to shoot straight up and go to Elkhart and go to the RV Hall of Fame.
Now we're talking.
That's now we're talking. Driving.
Not really. 90 minutes, a couple of hours.
Are you driving Dave around? I think he would love to go to the RV museum.
It's an hour and a half each way, and then we have 2 shows at night. You want to do 3 hours of driving on top of touring our RVs?
If you guys drink, you can get up early.
Okay, that's what. Good morning, Dave. It's 7:30. Let's go look at some RVs.
Yeah, let's go. Not some RVs. The Recreational Vehicle Hall of Fame in Elkhart, Indiana.
I don't know if
it's right on the highway. It's right on the turnpike.
Famous
there.
RVs.
Yep, famous RVs. Alan, please tell Bill thank you for recommending the National Comedy Museum. It was amazing. My wife and I spent the weekend in Jamestown, and everyone should experience it.
It is so much fun.
I haven't made it, and I want to go.
Gotta get up
Show
there.
Trip.
Yeah, let's do it. We were talking about doing a show trip before everything shut down a couple years ago, but
that was going to be somewhere nice.
No, to there. Like we were trying, because they were an advertiser, we were trying to make something like that happen, and then we couldn't.
It didn't happen.
Alan said that he wanted to take us all to Hawaii in 2023. So
I would say that Jamestown, New York is way better.
Was I drunk?
You don't remember that when you said that?
I don't remember that.
When you were like, if the Washington football team changes their name to the Commanders, we're all going to Hawaii in 2023.
What's the connection between DC and Hawaii?
You did that. I don't know.
Oh, I did
Nobody
that.
questioned you.
Oh, I was just talking out my ass.
You were like, this will never happen.
Right.
And then it did.
It did. So I specifically said, it's almost as though I had an inside track.
Yes.
I said, if they change their name to, I don't know, the Commanders, we're all going to Hawaii.
Back in 2020, you said this.
Well, guess what?
You can't.
I am a man of my word.
Okay.
I am a man of my word. You are correct.
All you gotta do is produce the audio of him saying that.
No, the iHeartRadio app glitched, and we can't find it.
That is entirely believable. That is a great alibi for anything that happens around here, by the way. Alan, I need to talk to you about something. I guess the iHeartRadio app glitched it.
So live from Maui, 2023, ACS, baby.
It's going to be Maui Mare, Maui and Maui.
Listen, man, your words, not mine.
Comedians in rentals shopping for RVs has a nice ring to it, somebody points out. You and Attell might be onto something.
We're not shopping for one. We're not going to go
They
there and buy
don't know
one.
that. They don't know that.
Are they selling them at the
RV
Hall of Fame?
Museum?
You don't get... No, not... I mean, yes, there are 100 RV retailers in Elkhart.
Okay.
Hence, the Hall of Fame.
Is there?
You're not going to sell them in one town and have the Hall of
I don't
Fame
know.
somewhere else. That's why in Canton...
It's where they sell football players.
Because Tom Brady's from there, that's where they have the Hall of Fame. That's right. Because every amazing football player ever is from Canton, Ohio. That's why they put the Pro Football Hall of Fame there.
Let me know when you get the first text that says, Tom Brady's not from Canton.
This idiot.
In 3, 2...
No, the National Comedy Center is amazing, and I want to go back out there. I like taking people there for the first time. It's very fun.
Oh, you've taken people.
Taken a few people.
Really?
I took my friend Sabrina. I took my ex-girlfriend. I went there with some comics.
Oh, you take girls there.
That's his show off. They know him.
No,
Is there a Bill Squire exhibit at the... Are you dancing around the...
No, I'm not in it. I'm just a member.
He doesn't work there. He just shops there.
I don't work there. I just shop there.
I have shopped there quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I went up there with some people from this station because we were getting the whole
yeah, they're trying to make it.
Yeah. So I think I've been there 4 times. One time I was there I was doing shows there. That was the first time. And then took my friend Sabrina, and then I took my ex-girlfriend, and then work people.
That's his in. Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you want to do rock trivia?
Yeah.
Poundcake's rock trivia. He's got a calendar in there that we've been digging into, and it has been very Neil Young, Springsteen, and Bob Dylan centric, and we're still not quite sure why that is. It is a legit curiosity around these parts, and it's to the point where I really want to get the person who makes this calendar for Rolling Stone. It's almost as though the person who works in the pressing factory, the printing factory, was a huge, huge fan. And anyway.
You'd expect maybe some Beatles or something.
Something. We haven't.
Yeah.
Well, we're also
Something.
only in January, so maybe they're getting all this stuff out of the way.
February.
You think it's
February.
month by... Yeah, we're in February. You think it's month by month?
Maybe it gets better as the year goes on.
Well, I mean, if you love Neil Young, Springsteen, and Dylan,
That's a good
January's
month, yeah.
been fantastic.
I know, yeah.
But I was just assuming that it would kind of be all over the place. So, okay.
Okay, well, for today, February 2nd, Wednesday, what Bob Dylan song did Sheryl Crowe record?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. What Bob Dylan song did Sheryl Crowe record 3 years before Dylan released his own version of Love?
Wait, start over. My brain's still processing. Another Bob Dylan
Yeah,
question.
another Bob Dylan question.
Okay, what is it? I'm sorry.
That's okay. What Bob Dylan song did Sheryl Crowe record 3 years before Dylan released his own version on Love and Theft? So A, Mississippi, B, Sugar Baby, C, Summer Days, D, Honest With Me.
I'm going to go picture with Kid Rock.
I got a picture of you.
I'm gonna be honest with me.
You're not wearing a mask in my picture. Mississippi.
I'm going with Alan.
Bill?
I said D.
Okay. Well, Alan is correct.
Hey, me too. I'm right too.
There you go. Hey, that means Mary's right too.
And Mary's correct, too.
Yay.
I just heard that song. That's how I know that. My daughter is in a Sheryl Crowe phase. And so, yeah, that's not that old of a song. Dylan did it in the 90s, but didn't record it and then gave it to Sheryl Crowe. And then she recorded it and then he did it. So it's his song.
So he
but
covered his own song.
Well, yeah, like a lot of people will record songs but not put them on anything. And so Sheryl Crowe, but she changed it a lot. If you listen to the Dylan Mississippi and then listen to Sheryl Crowe's, she changed it a lot. But
We should have made a tally of like who the questions are about.
Tally Me Banana?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, like tally Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Bruce Springsteen.
We would only need 3 columns
That's
at this
what I
point.
mean.
Yeah, right.
No, there was one Green Day song.
I remember that.
Wake Me Up. Was it? No, Rat in a Cage. It wasn't Green Day.
Smashing
it was Smashing
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. Yeah.
Yes. And that one was, all these other ones are crazy hard. And the Smashing Pumpkins was despite all my rage, I'm a blank in a cage. Alan, I was just Googling, is Tom Brady from Canton? LOL. And here's somebody who says that I'm an idiot because Tom Brady's not from Canton.
Boom.
Listen, all I know is that the reason that they put the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, is because every amazing football player ever is from Canton.
All the hot people are from Ohio.
Oh, boy. What are you smoking? What are you talking about?
All the hottest athletes are from Ohio.
Who?
That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Mitch Trubisky. That's the only one I got. That's the only one I know.
So you went from all of the hottest ones to that guy, to Mitch Trubisky.
I'm sure there's more.
Where is he now? Buffalo?
Yeah.
We had him on the Bears for a cup of coffee, but he wasn't doing anything. I think he's been killing it with the Bills, right? Or he was?
He's just a backup.
Oh, okay.
He didn't really play.
But I think... Oh, he didn't?
No.
Oh, everything I read was like he sucked with the Bears, but he's been great with the Bills.
I mean, I think Josh Allen got hurt for a game or two, so like he filled it, but like,
okay,
he's not a starter. He's like a backup quarterback.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention once he left Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, so not all. That guy, Mitch Trubisky,
There's more. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
who looks like a Lego person.
He doesn't.
Is LeBron James hot?
He has a hot body, yeah.
But we're not talking. Is his face hot?
Yeah. He's hot.
Hot?
Yeah.
I don't think he's that hot.
Yeah, he's hot. He's hot. And but I think I like the stature of him. Like I like the fact that he is just a large man.
He's massive. He's not just a large man.
Like
he's giant.
Just you don't know what you're in for.
He'll engulf you.
Is Joe Burrow? He's from Ohio.
I don't know who that is.
Elbow to fist.
Do you know who the Cincinnati Bengals are?
Oh, he's hot.
Travis Kelce, he's hot.
Travis
right?
Kelce's very hot.
Westlake, is that where he's from?
East Side, Cleveland Heights.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He said it a couple days ago.
But Joe Burrow is from Iowa.
He grew up in.
Well, then I
Ohio,
guess all
too.
the hot athletes are from Iowa, aren't they?
Joe Burrow's not that good looking.
I've seen him a couple of
I
times.
saw somebody tweeted, they were like, Joe
There's a
Burrow.
hell of a lot uglier people than Joe Burrow.
They go, Joe Burrow looks like what we thought Macaulay Culkin was going to look like. Made me laugh so hard.
Hey, Joe, put a hand on either side of your face and make a surprise. Yeah, there it is. Died from a bee sting.
He better recreate that pose if he wins the Super Bowl with the Super Bowl ring on.
Right.
That is gross.
Oh, Marcel. Oh, also.
What?
Where is Rick?
What?
I know.
Where is Rick?
People are asking me, Rick, if you're listening to the show, I need you to call in to make sure that you're not decomposing on your living room floor.
Didn't you just call in a couple weeks ago?
A few weeks back, he called, but that doesn't mean anything.
He's called in 2022? Mm-hmm. Okay.
He has, but not in. Yes, he has. Not in a while.
Yes,
though.
he has.
He has. Yes, I'm saying
Because the last time we had this conversation,
he hasn't
called.
for a few weeks.
Maybe he's just laying low.
That's totally fine. I just want him to check in.
Maybe his New Year's resolution is to read more instead of listening to us.
Well, that's a stupid resolution.
I'm
Call
just
us,
saying,
Rick.
there could be
We miss
nice...
you.
That's time management. You can
he
read
could
sometimes.
read in the breaks.
Chapter 1. All right, let me take a break. I will have Under Oath tickets for you. They got a couple of new bands on the bill since Every Time I Die broke up, but that's Their loss is your gain, right? Under Oath is going to be at the Agora, so you want to get there. We'll do the Poundcake Sports break shortly. And then 5:30 is going to be the next chance for you to go fund yourself and grab $1,000.
It's the Alan Cox Show.